Hello and welcome to the Amateur Radio Shack of Kilo Delta 8 Lima Zulu Bravo. My name is KC, its initials Kilo Charlie, and we're going to take the next couple of minutes. We're going to help you format a radiogram and get it ready to list on a traffic net where that radiogram will be passed and relayed throughout the national traffic system, perhaps several different relays taking it to its final destination. The first thing you're going to need to have is a blank radiogram. They look something like this. I'm not going to spend a lot of time showing you the detail of the radiogram. It's very easy for you to go to the internet and Google radiogram or radiogram blank. Perhaps that would work, and you can download these. The one that I'm using tonight was taken from a format where there's 2 to a page, and you can use those standard radiograms. I'm going to assume that you're going to have one of these in front of you. If you don't, stop the video, get one, come back, restart the video, and we'll take it from there. Again, this is not to be thought of as a comprehensive effort here. This is a very quick, very simple. We're going to make it as easy as we possibly can, and we should be done here in less than 5 minutes. A radiogram consists of 4 very simple parts. We have at the top a line that goes across the top where you'll find several boxes. That is the preamble. I'm going to tell you what to put in there in just a moment. Right beneath the preamble is a place where you're going to put the recipient information. Who's that radiogram to be delivered to, and where do they live? What's their phone number? Then what follows is a place where you'll find 25 lines, blank lines. Those are considered word groups, and you don't need to get all confused about that, but just know that we're going to have 25 words or less for the text of our radiogram, and that does include the closing. So if you want to go into a grandchild and you want to say love grandpa, well, the love is going to go in the text. The last part is the signature, and the signature is where you're going to put grandpa or Joe or Jane or whatever else information you need there. Most amateur radio operators will include their call sign along with their name in the signature. It's that simple. 4 easy parts. Have that radiogram in front of you. The first thing you need to do is take a look at the preamble. We're going to look at 6 boxes in the preamble. The first one is the number. Every radiogram has a number. The person that's designing, developing, formatting the radiogram is the one that creates that number. Let's pretend your radiogram is number 1. You put a number 1 in the number space. The next thing that you are going to find is a line that says precedence. Your precedence in this example is going to be routine. I'm not going to take time to deal with welfare traffic or emergency or priority traffic. These are routine radiograms. Simply put the letter R, or Romeo, in that line. The next thing you're going to do, you're going to skip the HX box. We're not going to worry about handling instructions. You're going to go to the station of origin, and assuming you're an amateur radio operator, we're going to have you put your call sign in the station of origin square. The next thing, very important, is the check. That is the number of words or word groups, and a word group can be numbers, it can be figures, but it is the number of those groups in the text. How many of those 25 lines did you use for wording? And that is the check figure. You put a number in there. The next thing is the place of origin. That'll be your hometown. This is a city and a state, so we need city-state information. If you're originating this piece of traffic for someone else, their city and state would be in that spot. But let's assume it's yours. Just put your city and state in that line. We're going to skip the time filed. It's unnecessary for a routine radiogram. Go to the last line. Last box in the preamble, and that's the date. You're going to put in the date that this piece of traffic is being formatted. So you can put today's date in there. It is that simple. 6 boxes. Don't clutter it up with a bunch of other stuff. Just use those 6. You're going to get along just fine. In a subsequent video, we're going to give you a couple hints as to how to list this and sound like a pro in doing it. So I'm not going to go into a lot of those details. We just want to help you get it formatted right now. The next space, this big open space, that's for the destination. Where's it going? There you want to put as much information as possible. You want the name, full first, last names. You want the amateur call sign to follow that if it is going to an amateur radio operator. Follow that with the street number and street address, the name of the street. Then you want to finish it up with the city, state, zip code. And once you've filled that information in, it is very, very helpful to include a phone number, a working phone number. Once you get that information in, you're ready for the text. The text, again, will go in the middle area of the radiogram where you find the 25 blank lines. There, you want to do this. You want to think of every word group as if it costs you $10. That way, you're going to keep it short. You're going to make that radiogram brief and to the point. The idea is shorter is better, less is more. So get your message stated, get your message across in as few words as possible. If you want to separate sentences, you're going to use the letter X or X-ray. The initial X-ray will separate. We use that for periods. If you got a question mark, use the word query for a question mark. It's as simple as that. I can't think of anything else that can help you get your text together and fill in those lines. Again, remember, less is more. That moves us finally to the fourth part. That's the signature. We're going to put that at the very bottom. That will be your name, your call sign if you've got one. If it's going to a grandchild, perhaps a happy birthday to a grandchild or a son or a daughter or a friend, whoever it may be, you may want to put in there in the signature grandpa or whatever the relationship might be. That's it. That's simple. 4 quick, easy pieces of information, and you've got everything you need to get your radiogram listed. I appreciate you taking the time. Again, this is KC. The amateur call is Kilo Delta 8 Lima Zulu Bravo. We're going to put together another video in just a few minutes that will help you with some hints as to how to list it, how to sound like you've been doing this for years. Thank you very much. Have a great night.